Words have power. You have to watch the words you say. You can't always say things like, man, I suck. Or, man, I'll never get that. Or, man, this will never happen. Because part of you is listening to it. Your subconscious is listening to it. Your body is, I mean, your mind, I should say, is only 5% your actual thoughts. 95% of it is subconscious. Stuff that you're saying out loud, you kind of hypnotizing yourself. If you ever say something along the lines of you'll never achieve something, you heard yourself say that. And without knowing it subconsciously, you will kind of self-destruct yourself from doing it because you have made yourself believe that you can't. Does that make any sense? If it doesn't, then I don't know what to tell you. Because it don't make no sense to me either. But you're just not supposed to say it out loud. Self-defeating things, you know? It's easy to say. Whenever you get something wrong, oh, I'm done. You know how dumb I am in math. You keep saying it, you will be. There's power in the words. They manifest things. It's like see yourself casting a spell. Because there's power in the tongue. So you could do that. If you said, oh, I don't want to do this, I'll probably get a flat. It very well could happen. You could speak things into existence. That's the trick. You have to watch what you speak. If you're sick, you shouldn't say stuff like, oh, I'm sick. You should say stuff like, I'm healing. I'm healing. Say I'm healing. And then everybody will start doing it. At least that's the I think. If you believe in that type of stuff. If you believe you create your own reality. Please ignore the gunshots in the background. My kid is shooting other people with guns on video games. He seems to enjoy it. Sometimes he yells out, headshot! As you shoot somebody. Get the kick out of that. He likes buying different clothes for the people. For $64 million. That's how much it costs, right? He likes to shake his head when he's on radio stations, as if you can hear a rattle in it. Shaking head does not really translate well from radio. But he has yet to understand that because he is zoned into his video. You should watch what you say. First of all, I wasn't talking to you, by the way.
Okay.
How dare you interrupt? Okay, I was talking. What? I forgot where I was going with that. But listen, you can't say stuff. Some stuff you can't say. You know?
It just come true.
It'll come true. I've done it a bunch of times. By mistake. Stupidest thing. If you're going to make something happen, make something good happen. This is going to be a good day today. Say some shit like that. This will be a good day today. Somehow, maybe you'll make it be that way. Or you wake up in a bad mood, just be like, you know what, I'm in a good mood. You know you're in a bad mood. Say, you know what, I'm in a good mood. You'll hear yourself say that. Somehow
you'll hear yourself say that.
And somehow you'll be in a good mood.
I never actually tried it out.
Try that. Even if you wake up in a bad mood, be like, you know what? I'm in a good mood. I'm actually pretty happy. Right? And after a while, you kind of start to feel that way. Let me tell you, I done woke up in a bad mood many, many times. Many, many times.
But sometimes when I'm just not here.
Probably the majority of the time. Right? And if I tell myself, man, I'm finna have a bad day, man, and I'm just mad, right? It carries out throughout the day, and it's the worst. Stuff will happen. Unexpected things, because I've already spoken to what the day is going to be. best to just have a positive attitude.
Yeah.
Also, an attitude of gratitude. You know
It's
what
better to
gratitude
have
is? You know what gratitude is?
Yeah.
Gratitude is being thankful for things. You know? It's best to have an attitude of gratitude. Well, I got this thing. Well, you know, I'm happy I got this. I'm just happy with this. You know? Right? It's okay to want more. You know, that's fine. But also, take the time to appreciate what you have. You know? Because, you know, and this is why. This is one of the reasons why. It makes more things come. I don't know how it works that way. But I guess just because you're grateful for what you have, you are blessed with more. However, you're always looking for the other thing, the next thing. You're always looking for the next thing. What you think is the best thing.
Yeah.
You never appreciate what you have right now.
Yeah.
You gotta take time to appreciate what you have right now. You know what I have right now? You know what I have right now? A cat mummy. I have an imported cat mummy.
Are we still talking about these cat mummies?
We are still talking about cat mummies because
Cat mummies part 3.
cat mummies part 3. Somehow I've worked it into this also. Be on the lookout for a new book coming out called Cat Mummies.
Oh my god, you're gonna make a whole book!
It's a whole book called Cat
book.
Mummies. Cat mummies and cake recipes. I don't actually know any cake recipes. You know any cake recipes?
No.
Who you know about cat mummies? Cat mummies, they worship cats, you know.
There used to be
They worship cats.
there
You know,
used to be a cat that everyone used to worship.
that was always just in Egypt. It was a cat.
Egypt.
Now,
And he used to be dating a dog.
and he dated a dog. This is their story.
Yeah,
A dog
but the
named
thing
Osiris.
is, why don't they like each other now?
I don't know. I
I
that's a
probably
good
know
question.
why, because where are they now?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know. I don't know what their story is. Depends on their backstory. You know.
Yeah, they don't love each other anymore.
But they seem like they get along pretty good in the pictures where I saw. You know, sometimes opposite attract.
Yeah.
2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back. We get together because opposites attract. And you know, it ain't fiction. It's a natural fact. We come together because opposites attract. That's a song, actually. Has a cat on the video. 2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back. We come together because opposites attract. And you know, it ain't fiction. Just a natural fact. We come together because opposites attract. That is true. Opposites do attract. You know what they don't tell you, though?
Yeah, what's up?
They fight.
Yeah, cats and
fight.
dogs fight.
They
a lot.
fight. They
But
fight.
for
No, you'll
what
be
reason?
attracted.
I mean, we know there are different breeds.
I don't
but,
know.
like,
Well, it depends on what. Well, maybe it was an old war. You know, they have different attitudes. You know, cat attitude, dog attitude is different attitude.
Yeah.
And it looked like cats are from the planet of Lyra.
Yeah.
I think that's what I saw earlier. Maybe they're from a different planet. And they had some kind of beef. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Anubis. No, they're from the Orion.
The
area.
Orion.
You know what the Orion area is in the sky? The Orion area was with the 3 stars. That's the only ones you can really see. That's the only ones I remember from the planetarium. Those 3 stars. That's Orion's belt.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I think that's where they say the dog people are from. But I don't know though. Because I don't be paying attention. Unless we're talking about cat mummies.
Cat mummies.
If we're talking about cat mummies, then you got my full attention.
But imagine they killed cats. So what if they killed cats?
Well, they did kill a cat. They killed him and put him in there with the people so they could hang out with him in the afterlife. You know what I was thinking all the time? If my master dies and I'm a cat, what the fuck does that have to do with me? Why y'all kill me? Put me in there with him.
I know.
What's that have to do with
Why
me?
do you want to kill me?
Why you want to kill me? So y'all can hang out together in the next life. Now, I bet they wouldn't do it the other way around. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. Maybe I was overthinking. I would just be mad if I was a cat and they did that.
I know. I'd be like, what'd you kill me for?
I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing. What are you, Krampus?
Krampus. Krampus is an actual thing.
I know.
I saw it in a book. different places they believe in different kind
of ways.
Different kind of ways and things. You know what I just saw?
What?
Mithras. Mithras.
What is that?
Mithras, I'm just reading the story now, is a sun god from a long time ago.
What?
A sun god from a long time ago. They believed in different things back then, This guy was a sun god. Like they have Zeus and Hercules and all of them kind of people. Yeah,
but who is Zeus?
Zeus he was like over all of them. He was like Superman in the Justice League. He got probably stronger than everybody there, but they still kind of they hang with him. And then they had other ones in there, in the Pantheon. That's what it was called. Like Justice League Hall is called the Hall of Justice or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
For them, it was called Pantheon. There was a bunch of them in there. Zeus had this lightning bolt thing. And all I know, one thing about Zeus, what I remember he liked doing, if I'm not mistaken, is impersonating animals and coming down here and messing with women. That's what he liked to do. He was into that.
But
he'll turn into a goose and come down here and start messing with ladies. And making babies with her. That's the part that confused me. Making babies with the ladies. But the babies that he made were super babies. That's what Titans come in at. Like Hercules. It was mixed with human and you know the whole story.
Yeah.
But if you're into that. There was a Hermes. Anyway, this one Mithras though. This one Mithras caught my eye.
But the thing is,
I'm reading his backstory.
Zeus is actually in some games actually.
Well, it's Greek mythology. Everybody they believe in it. Big time.
Like God of War.
Ares. Yeah. Apollo. All those people. I think Nike is a Greek god.
Mm-hmm.
The days after the week are named after the Greek gods. Thursday is Thor's Day.
Thor's Day?
Thursday is from Thor's Day.
Like Thor.
Like Thor, the Greek god Thor.
Thor is a real god of lightning.
Yeah, Thor. Thor's Day, that's what it is.
But I thought he was just make believe.
You thought he was just make believe?
Yes.
Well, they didn't.
Thor is not make believe.
Huh?
Thor is not make believe.
Well, what you mean, like?
Like he doesn't exist like in real life.
Are you talking about the Marvel Thor?
Yeah.
Okay, the Marvel Thor is a mixture of the. How can I put this? A long time ago they have stories that people tell each other, and the stories have characters in it. They didn't have movies back then, but they had their stories, right? Yeah. And one of the stories they had gods in it, and that was like Zeus and Thor and all that stuff. And everybody has a backstory, and everybody came from this place, and this person is this person's kid. And in that, Thor is in there. But Thor comes from the Norse mythology. Everybody got their own stories for their people, for their characters. This man comes from the Norse one. And the Norse people have like Thor over there, and they got Loki. These are real things that people have put in comic books, but they come from real stuff. That people really believe. That's where they got their ideas from. So Thor and Loki, that's the thing. And their dad, Odin, that's an established story.
I did not know that.
If you study mythology. But also Paul Bunyan. I don't know if you heard about Paul Bunyan. That's probably more folklore.
I think it is.
You heard of Paul Bunyan? That has nothing to do with cat mummy stuff.
I never heard of that.
Loki and all of them?
No, I
y'all haven't studied that in school yet? Like mythology? No. Like that's what Medusa. You know the story of Medusa? With the hair that turns people to stone?
Yeah.
That's where that comes from. Aquaman. Aquaman is Poseidon. Poseidon and Zeus, I think, was brothers. Poseidon was over the sea. And he had a staff just like that. So they made Aquaman off of Poseidon. I just like saying Poseidon.
Why?
Because I like to say Poseidon. Poseidon. You know how you spell that, by the way? Poseidon?
Wait, spell what?
You know how you spell Poseidon?
No.
It's a hard word to spell, man. I think it's P-S-O-E. P-S. It's a word that starts P-S. O-E. I just like to say it because it sounds like I'm saying piss at the beginning. Is that childish? Is that childish? It's a little childish, right? I used to like reading the parts in class that have curse words in it. The teacher would always leave me out when she knew it was coming. That was me. Hold on. That's not how you spell Poseidon. Hey, how you spell Poseidon? You know how to spell Poseidon?
No.
Hold on.